Well, you know the old saying, I just happened to be going by. So I brought out the big beast. I got 20-pound braided, a 20-pound steel leader. And we're going to throw this around. If I don't hook myself with it first. We're going to throw this around. Soft plastic. Triples on the bottom. Single off the top. I don't know what to expect here, so we're just going to go with it. I got my big beast rod out. This thing reels it in pretty good, no matter what you hook up. Pull a tree in. But it's pretty windy, and the wind is blowing out there away from us, so I thought I would take advantage of it. Whip out a couple of big heavy baits. I got a few more in line back there. I'll start with this and see what happens. It's still pretty early. I don't know the exact date. It's March, middle of March. Oh, I hooked the weeds on that one. I thought I did. Yeah. And we had some pretty decent warm weather for a while. But then it got cold. I mean, holy crap, cold. Winter came back cold. And nobody was really prepared for, well, they were prepared, don't get me wrong. We all live here, we know what to expect. But yeah. Didn't make anybody's day having winter come back. I might have to put something that just floats a little bit better, because this is sinking pretty good. So we'll just rip it in a little bit, see what happens. Get those weeds off of there. Let me go change bait quick. I'll be right back. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I put on a pretty light bait. Oh, I don't know. But we'll give it a shot anyway. It is cold, cold, cold. Wind is in my face right now. Yikes. Super cold. And we'll play along those weeds over there. See what we can get. still pretty early. So I think it's the second or third week in March. Second week. Let's go this way a little more. Crappies and panfish are pretty much the only thing that I can keep right now. The only thing I'd like that would be worth keeping anyway, let's put it that way. It's a little early for bass and all that yet. But when the wind's not blowing, the sun is actually pretty warm. So I'm thinking if I can get up in here in these shallows a little bit, throw something about a 1/16 of an ounce. Maybe the sunnies will come out and play with it. Burr, burr, burr. Getting the weeds off it. Really slimy weeds. It's not real weed. That was a pretty good cast right on the very edge of that cattail grass over there. But it didn't do me any good. I've got some pretty nice bass right here in this little alcove. It goes back in there a little ways, but you can see there's still some ice on it. The most of the lakes are thawed off. It's only in really shady areas that there's still ice. Of course, it's not on the river, unless it's on the very edges. Let's try some current stuff and see what happens. I've had good luck with spoons right here early in the year. Man, it's cold. Whew. If it wasn't for the wind, it'd be okay. Back down here a little bit. Current's drifting me up in. I want to try to stay down the lower side here. Here we go. I like to catch a couple crappies for dinner, but I'll tell you the truth, I don't want to put my hands on a wet fish right now. It's just that cold. But we're puddle jumping today. This is the second stop of the day. I know of a few other places we can check out. But it's early. I mean, it's early. I don't think I've ever caught anything in the river this early. Lakes, sometimes you can go with like a worm or a minnow, just throw it out there on a bobber. That's probably your best bet, even right now. Everything's so darn cold. All right, not so good here. Let's go to the next spot. Truthfully, this is the spot I thought I was going to do okay in, so now I'm a little concerned for the rest of the day. I almost came here first thinking it was going to be the spot to be. Whew, man, is it cold. Son of a gun. Okay, well, there's the ride. Time to say goodbye. Well, I don't know what to expect here. It's really windy and chilly cold. But I'm going to take my time and stand right down here. Go carefully. I've caught fish here before. It's a lot easier when you open the bail before you cast. Jesus. The wind is coming from behind us. And it is cold wind. I'm going to stand over here just a little bit more and hopefully I won't fall in, because that water would be super cold. I'm only playing with 8-pound test line, which should be plenty in here. All I'm guessing is sunnies and crappies if I catch anything out of here. Might get a bass out of here, but I wouldn't expect that. I have before. I've caught everything out of here. Sunnies, crappie, bass, northern. I've caught them all right out of here. Last I looked, the actual temperature was right around 34. And that is cold. There's flurries now and then. Brr, 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 brr. I might just have to call it a day and go home and paint lures. Drink coffee the rest of the day. Eesh. It is chilly cold. Well, I had to go to the DMV today, and that puts me out and about for the day when I do that, because 20 miles away is the town that I do that, and if I'm going to do that, then I'm going to do everything I need to do, which includes stopping at all the fishing holes that I drive by. I got to get me a good windbreaker. I mean, I have one, but it's a little heavy when it's warm. I bought it for when I was riding mountain bike, when it's windy. And it works really good for that. But if it's sunny out and windy, you get overheated really easy. But a day like today would be really nice to have that. And it's home, where it's handy to have. I landed that like 2 inches away from the edge of the grass down there. Wow, I think we're going to have to call it a day today. This is not good. Can't really dress for it. I mean, I'm wearing mittens and your fingers get cold. My hands are pretty warm, but my fingers are ice cold. And if you got to pull weeds off your hooks or anything like that, once they get wet, then that's it. It's cold for the rest of the day. I haven't got a single bite at any of the places that I've been to, so I'm thinking it's a lost cause for the day. But just for the heck of it, let's try over here. Because you never know. Oh, I feel that. Now, you guys can't feel that wind, but let me tell you what, it is super freaking cold blowing right in my face right now. I'm going to get down on this culvert a little bit. Oh yeah, whole different story casting into the wind here. doesn't look good. So we can bounce it right along this over here. I would really hate to fall into this water. Jesus. If you didn't get into a place warm real quick, you would be in really tough shape. I'm going to drop it right in this culvert. This culvert has a whole bunch of grass right here in front of it. So let's try it. I'm sneaking my way up to it. Plenty of grass in there. Plenty of that. I gotta get a better angle here. Let me try that one more time. There we go. I had my line hooked around the handle there. Couldn't figure out why I couldn't reel. Well, we're going to give it one more cast right over here. Try to work it right down that edge over there. Ooh, that was in the weeds. Oh, okay, I got it good. I got weeds with it. All right, let's try that one more time. Ooh, that's better. Yep, nothing. Whew. Okay. Next hole.